All right, folks, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate y'all, each and every one of y'all, taking some time out of your day to watch the videos, man. I definitely appreciate it. It definitely shows in the views. Views are up, so I'm posting a little bit more often, but views are up. Things are going good for the channel, man. I appreciate it. But if you're stopping in for the first time, hey, please think about subscribing and checking out the rest of the videos on the channel. I definitely appreciate it. But hey, I'm going to talk about a topic today that I'm pretty saddened to talk about. Not going to be a good topic. So stay tuned, folks. All right, folks, let's just get right into it here. Yeah, I've been thinking about this for a long time now, and I think I'm just gonna buy a Hellcat.
I think I'm just gonna buy a Hellcat.
That's baloney, folks. Y'all know, you OG folks know, you folks that don't tell me to go buy a Hellcat know, Don is not gonna sell shake and bake. Don is not gonna go buy a Hellcat. And there's a number of reasons why I'm not gonna go buy a Hellcat. And we're gonna go through those reasons in this video. I know some of y'all have heard these throughout different videos, because I've said it a few times before, but I just want to put this video out there for those people that continue to comment, just buy a Hellcat. You should have just bought a Hellcat. I'm telling you, there's some good reasons why I didn't buy a Hellcat. First reason, first and foremost, when I bought my car, the budget wasn't there to buy a Hellcat, okay? The budget just was not there to buy a Hellcat. Back then, if I would have had the budget for a Hellcat or a Scat Pack, I probably would have bought a Hellcat or a Scat Pack. But as it turns out, budget wasn't there, didn't get a Hellcat, got shake and bake, and you know, went down the road of car shows and now getting into drag racing pretty serious. So that's number one. Didn't have the money to buy a Hellcat when I bought shake and bake. 2, I know you folks are gonna argue with me. I know there's gonna be a bunch of comments. I am still cheaper than a Hellcat. I'm a new Hellcat. I'm a good 10 to 15,000, especially now, a good $10,000 to $15,000 cheaper than a Hellcat. A new one. And I'm a good probably $5,000 to $10,000 cheaper than a used Hellcat. So there you go, folks. New Hellcats, you're not gonna get them down off the prices of the new Hellcats anymore. You're gonna pay 60, 65, 70 grand just for a base model Hellcat with you know, 4 tires and the engine. You're not gonna pay any less than that. You're really not. And let's talk about used real quick. Let's talk about used Hellcats. And sorry, dude, but buying a used Hellcat, no matter how many miles are on it, is not a good idea. Not a good idea. I've seen too many horror stories of people buying used Hellcats and having a lot of issues. A lot of issues. And Fu Manchu, if you want to put some of your issues down in the comments, that'd be great, so people can see what happens when you buy a used Hellcat. You buy a used Hellcat, you have no clue, absolutely no clue on what the person before you did with that Hellcat. Absolutely no clue. All right, I gotta put some air in the tires. Gonna put you on pause. I'll be right back. All right, folks, we got air in the tires. We're on the move. We're going to get Shake and Bake cleaned up a little bit. Gotta stop by the grocery store. But back to buying a used Hellcat. You buy a used Hellcat, you're taking a chance. I don't care if it's got 5,000 miles on it, 10,000 miles on it, whatever. You're taking a serious chance. Because again, you have no idea what that prior owner did to the Hellcat. So my buddy, and I'm sorry, again. So he bought a used Hellcat and literally just changed the plugs to find out that the prior owner was using some kind of octane booster. Because when he pulled his plugs looked like mine. They were orange. So he was either using Boostane or some kind of adder to make his plugs go orange. So I'm sure the top of his pistons are a little orange as well. So now you know, he pulled the plugs, looked at them, they're orange. You know that guy was doing something with that Hellcat. He was racing that Hellcat. Be it on the track, on the street, wherever, you know that guy was beating on that Hellcat. And if you buy used and don't do that kind of inspection on what you're buying, you have no idea. No idea. And again, a new Hellcat, I am still well below paying for a new Hellcat. I know you guys are going to argue with me in the comments. Yes, I bought a few things twice, so maybe technically I'm at paying for a Hellcat, but if I only did and paid for everything one time, I'm still less than a Hellcat. A lot less than a Hellcat. And let's get into the third reason. Yes, it's easy to make power with a Hellcat. No doubt about it. Hands down, easiest car to make more power. Pulley down, a tune, a tire, and your easy low tens. Matter of fact, there's a lot of YouTubes out there. A pulley, a pulley, a tune, and a tire, and Skinnies, and they're running high nines. There's some high nines out there in Hellcats. Absolutely easy to make power. Super easy modifications to make that power. Now, if you want to go deeper into the nines and stuff like that, then it gets into some of the stuff that I've done to my car. And the last reason is, again, this is the age-old debate of build versus bought. All right? If you want to go buy a Hellcat, run it for what it is, and run high tens on a tire, more power to you. More power to you. If you want to buy a Hellcat, modify it, run high nines, mid nines, shoot, you can go into the low nines if you want to. There you go. Now you're building a Hellcat. So back to my point, even if I would have bought a Hellcat, I probably would have wound up building it anyway and spending more money on the Hellcat, which then puts me further ahead of where I am now. So I'm hoping this is kind of making some sense at this point. That it's just not as simple to say you should have bought a Hellcat. Because right now, arguably, again, with a tire on the track, I'm right with a Hellcat. It's a driver's race. I am within a 10th-ish of a Hellcat on the track with a tire. Go look at the videos. They're out there. They run the same times I'm running. Anywhere from 10.7 to 10.9 to an 11.0. They're out there. Go look at them. Do your research. before you tell me to just go buy a Hellcat. And do a lot of research, not just onesie twosies. You got to dig in to where the money's actually going and how much is actually spent. All right? Before you tell me to go buy a Hellcat. I just ask you to do that. Right? Really do the homework. Really do the homework. But I know some of y'all done your homework and you're gonna argue with me in the comments, and that's great, and that's fine. But back to the point of built versus bought. I would rather build a 5.7 to get it going as fast as it can, whether it's faster than a Hellcat or whatever. Money is always an object, but how much I spend over time doesn't bother me. It really doesn't. So over time, I have now got my 5.7 to Hellcat power. Dyno proves it. 644 to the wheels. That's exactly what a stock Hellcat puts down, about 640. So there you go, folks. For me, it's 100% built instead of buying. So that's why I've done what I've done. That's why I'm going where I'm going. And that's why I continue to stay 5.7. Everybody beats me up about staying 5.7. Everybody. I don't think there's a handful of people that say, hey, it's great you're staying 5.7. But there's a whole bunch more people. Oh, you should stroke it out. You should, go get a BGE block, go get a 6.4 BGE block and go all out. But absolutely I can do that. But folks, I'm staying as close to 5.7 as possible. We are boring the block out a little bit, so it is going to be a little bigger than a 345, but it's still going to be close. All right, I'm going to roll up the window and just finish out this video. So there's my 3 reasons. If you don't like them, fine. If you like bought versus built, that's also fine. But I know a lot of you guys love that I'm doing this build. There's a lot of you guys that love that I'm doing the build. Okay, so that's enough of that. I'm not buying a Hellcat, not selling shake and bake. I've got way too much invested at this point, over years and years and years. So that's going to do it for this one, folks. If you're stopping in for the first time, please do me a favor, check out the rest of the channel. If you like what's going on with the rest of the channel, please like those videos, subscribe, smash the bell, shoot me a comment, share this on your social media, put it on TikTok, Google+, Facebook, Instagram, wherever you do your social media stuff. Please, hey, share a couple videos out there. Help me get the channel out there. Let's get the channel to grow. We're getting closer and closer to 5K. We're at 40, almost 4,500 subscribers. We're about 500 away. Shouldn't take long to make 500 subscribers, folks, with your help. But that's it for this one, folks. Until next time, adios.